Good morning, Lyme Regis, loving dog owners, visitors and friends. I'm live from Lyme Regis this morning. Look how beautiful it is. It is so lovely. So I thought I'd just show you the view. Here we go. I don't know if you can see. So you've got Charmouth in the mist over there. It looks so pretty. It's just so pretty this morning. Just bumped into some of the regular dog walkers who are just walking straight past the beach. And they were walking straight past the beach going, exactly who is supposed to be protected on this beach? Who are we protecting? There's nobody here. Look, there's a few sea swimmers. The beach is empty. So, if you have a little look in the description, it just says, hold on a minute. Sorry, Pebbles. Pebbles, over here. I don't know if you can see this. I'll put it this side. There you go. So in the seaweed, you've got fishing line and plastic. And that's something that, as dog walkers, we pick up on a regular basis. Stop it going back into marine life and harming the marine life. So I'm just trying to get the seaweed off. Bear with me. I shall go and take that to a bin in a minute. Right, okay. Yeah, when the dog walkers walk down here generally, we're the ones to see all the litter. So actually, look, here you go. So, Pebbles. Sorry, I have to use my other hand. So more litter. Whoops. Yeah, more litter. So, you know, you regularly find this on the beach. Actually, I'll just go and put it in the bin. Yes, so in the description, I don't know if people are aware, the laws around dog ownership, government laws are upheld by dog wardens and police officers. And so there's actually absolutely no reason to have public space protection orders because, so I'm just trying to get this in the bin. There we go. 2 secs. There we go. Job done. Yes, so good morning, Joe. I'm just live at Lyme Regis. Hold on, the dog wants to play now. I sort of just found some litter. Here you go. Have a look at how beautiful it here is this morning. All right, so there you go. Yes, so I'm just saying, come on, there you go. So I'm just saying that the laws already surrounding dog ownership, we don't actually need public space protection orders because all they do is penalise good dog owners. You know, my dog's always under control. I've always picked up fouling. You know, he was 6 yesterday. For 6 years, I picked up poo. Yeah, it's what you should do as a dog owner. So you don't actually need public space protection orders. What happens then? You have what is called a blanket ban. So those good dog owners who wouldn't dream of fouling and whose dogs don't annoy others are discriminated against. Look at North Devon, for example. In Instow, which is a beach, they just continued to use the beach as they always had and ignored the regulations. And then North Devon realised that actually they just needed to uphold the current laws around dog ownership, which is what they did. Anyway, so we don't really need public space protection orders. You know, We already have the laws that are set up by government. And unfortunately, councils, not just Dorset, but councils all around the UK, what they're doing, they're using public space protection orders to penalise people for putting up, for example, Macmillan Cancer Coffee morning posters. Let me just turn around, you can see the lovely view. So lovely. Whoops, sorry, Pebbles has got caught up. Just bear with me. See my leg around my legs. There you go, you can see the view this morning. Absolutely lovely. It's just so nice. But what's really sad is this beach now is empty. You know, the dog owners aren't here. Yesterday I picked up some glass. So I picked up glass that was on the beach, and there was a huge sack, a plastic sack that was in the seaweed. So, you know, I just picked it up, removed it, put it over by the bins. You know, and that's the type of thing that many dog owners do. I run a little group called Paws on Plastic and Litter Lyme Regis. So you can always pop over there. Whoops. Oh dear. You can always pop over there and see. No, you don't want that one. And see the different types of rubbish we pick up on a regular basis. You know, it's things like sorry, doggy, I'm here with the doggy. Doggy wants to play. Are you ready? Go on then. It's things like soiled nappies. I mean, that was gross. I saw this nappy and I picked it up and it wasn't even closed properly. And there was poo in it. You know, human poo on the beach, especially over the previous lockdown and restrictions. Baby wipes. There's a campaign that Litter Free Seas, is it Litter Free Seas in Dorset? What they're campaigning for this week, or their last, I can't think what it was. Yeah, the campaign yesterday that I saw. Good morning, Vicky. Was about highlighting cigarettes, cigarette butts. People don't realise. I'm not against smoking. That's fine. But bin it. Don't just chuck it on the floor. I mean, the amount of cigarette butts that you find on this beach. I mean, I stopped picking up the cigarette butts when social distancing came in March 2020, and tissues. It just isn't worth it. But so a cigarette butt pollutes 7.5 litres of water. And what happens? You drop it on the pavement and you think nothing about it. It then goes into the sewage system, and then from there it starts to pollute with the toxic chemicals. It's awful, you know. So it just seems that there's so many dog owners that do such a lot of good work that this public space protection orders are harming. Because I know there used to be a little army of dog walkers who would come down here, and all of us would be picking up the nurdles. If you don't know what nurdles and biobeads are, so the biobeads, they come from the local sewage plant, and they end up in the sea. Of course, then what happens is marine life end up consuming them, and then they die because their stomachs are full of plastic. So we would just, sometimes spend an hour just picking up thousands and thousands and thousands of these little beads from this beach, from Lyme Regis Beach, to try and help with the issue. I know that the council were going to get a trundle machine, and the trundle machine, it basically sieves the sand and gets rid of it. Good morning, Suze. I'm here live at Lyme Regis. Look how beautiful it is this morning. It is beautiful, but very, very cold. If you're venturing out today, wear layers is all I can say. It is so cold. So yes. So have a look at the description. I'm basically saying, public space protection orders. I get it for, those that are causing antisocial behaviour, those that are graffitiing, those that are drinking and you know, keeping people awake at night. You know, that's antisocial behaviour. You know, walking your dog or exercising your dog off lead is not antisocial behaviour. And I was saying, you know, there's absolutely no reason why we need the public space protection orders against dogs, because there are already laws set up by our government surrounding dog ownership. So, you know, if I allowed fouling, which I don't, and a lot of dog owners won't, you know, I'll be fined, and rightly so. And the, keeping dogs under control. You know, my dog's always been under control, so it's just a shame that people like us are being penalised. The other thing I was saying is that we pick up a lot of litter. Now this litter, there you go, there's some more litter. This litter could just come in from the sea. It could have been dropped by somebody. But you know, I would spend hours down here, you know, picking up the litter. And so would lots of other dog owners. And it's just a shame that those dog owners aren't coming here anymore because they don't feel welcome. They know their dogs can't exercise off lead, so there's actually no point. And I completely get it. I mean, it breaks my heart every time I bring Pebbles down here because I can't let him off lead. And I know I keep banging on about it, but there are so many of us. You know, to look at us, we look fine, but, you know, we have hidden mobility issues. And it's people like that these public spaces protection orders are, you know, discriminate against. I mean, I don't know if you can see how high the tide is today. Let's see if I can pan round and... Yeah, so normally you can see... If I can... Come here, Pebbles. If you can see the jutty out bit here, there... Now, when the tide is low, the water is far back from there. You can actually walk around the other side of the groin? I think it's called a groin. So it's really high tide, which means we can't use any of the other beaches. But the other beaches, Back Beach and Church Beach, the issue with those is they'll be underwater now, completely underwater. It's not even worth going up there. They're just underwater. Then we're left with Monmouth, and Monmouth is so rocky and so uneven. Someone like me with hypermobility, it's high risk. I'm at risk of falling. Anyway, can you do me... I'm going to put that sock down because it's wet and I'm getting wet hands. I shall go and put it in the bin in a minute. So could you do two things for me, please? The first one is... He's digging at my feet. The first one is, could you please contact Dorset Council, the email's in the description, with any concerns you have about the new public space protection order and how it's affecting dog owners. I mean, going forwards, what's going to happen is when the pandemic does lift, dog owners would have already gone elsewhere, which they already have. You know, I know they're going over to Charmouth and other places, but the businesses will need their support. But, you know, I don't blame them for going to Charmouth, I really don't. And two, there is a link to a petition, and that petition is a nationwide petition that I'm just helping with. And in that petition, we're just asking government to actually stop the unfair restrictions that are being placed by councils under the public space protection orders. Because the thing is, as a normal person, you know, if you wanted to dispute it, you'd have to go to High Court. That would cost you tens of thousands of pounds. I don't know anyone, especially at the moment, who's got any spare cash, let alone tens of thousands of pounds just to dispute a public space protection order. But what has happened with this one in Dorset, in Lyme Regis, is the public space protection order has taken away the only safe and accessible beach in Lyme Regis for people with all abilities of mobility, and sending them to other beaches like Monmouth, you know, which isn't suitable for so many people. Anyway, that's enough from me. Sorry, I need my finger to be able to turn this off. Whatever you do today, keep warm. It is bitter. Keep warm and, yeah, keep safe. And I'll see you in the group later. Bye now. Bye-bye.